everyone, myself Purva Joshi, Assistant Professor at LJ Institute of Engineering and Technology. Today we will discuss few more topics of sequence and series. So let's begin with the first topic, that is monotonic increasing sequence. So a sequence UN is said to be monotonically increasing sequence if UN is less or equal to UN plus 1 for all n greater or equal to 1, right? So if you will write, suppose U1, so suppose if U1 is less than U2, right, then this U2 is less than U3, means the terms are increasing, okay, if you will increase the term of n, so we can say that this sequence is increasing. So let's see one example. Here a sequence n square plus 1 is given, right? A sequence n square plus 1 is given. So now if you will substitute n is equals to 1, so you will get the first term as 2. For n is equal to 2, you will get second term 5 and so on. So as you can see, as you increase n, the number also increasing, right? And also in the graph, you can see that the sequence is increasing. Okay, now let's study monotonic decreasing sequence. A sequence UN is called decreasing if UN is greater or equal to UN plus 1 for all n greater or equals to 1. Now here our nth term is greater than n plus 1th term, right? Means U1 is greater than U2, then this U2 is greater than U3, right? So we can say that such sequence are monotonically decreasing sequence. So let's see one example. Here sequence UN is given, that is 1 upon n, okay? So if you will substitute n is equal to 1, so you will get first term as 1, then second term as 1 upon 2, then 1 upon 3 and so on. So you can see as n is increasing, these terms are decreasing, and also in the graph you can see that this sequence is decreasing sequence. Okay, now let's prove one example, that is prove that sequence 3 upon n plus 2 is decreasing. Okay, so let's begin with the solution. Here un is given, that is 3 upon n plus 2. So to check whether the given sequence is increasing or decreasing, what we will do, we will find this un plus 1 minus un. Okay, and we will check. So firstly we have to find un plus 1, right? So in place of n here, just write down n plus 1. So you will get un plus 1 as 3 upon, here in place of n plus 1. Simplify, so you will get un plus 1 is equal to 3 upon n plus 3. Now we will solve this, that is un plus 1 minus un. So the answer of un plus 1 is 3 upon n plus 3 minus 3 upon n plus 2. Okay, now we will take this 3 common and will cross multiply. So you will get 3 into n plus 2 minus n minus 3 upon n plus 2 into n plus 3. Okay, this n will get cancelled. 2 minus 3 is minus 1. So you will get minus 3 upon n plus 2 n plus 3. Okay, which is less than 0, right? So here we have un plus 1 minus un is less than 0. So we can say that this un plus 1 is less than un. Okay, so n plus 1th term is smaller than nth term. So we can say that this sequence is decreasing, right? Now, one more example. Prove that the sequence n square upon n square plus 1 is increasing. So we will write un is equals to n square upon n square plus 1. Now un plus 1, that is in place of n we have to write n plus 1. So here we have n plus 1 whole square upon n plus 1 whole square plus 1. Okay, now simplify this. So you will get n square plus 2n plus 1 upon n square plus 2n plus 2. Now we will solve this un plus 1 minus un. Substitute the answer of un plus 1, un. Okay, next we have to cross multiply and we have to simplify. So you will get the answer of un plus 1 minus un as 2n plus 1 upon n square plus 2n plus 2 into n square plus 1, which is greater than 0, right? So here what we have, un plus 1 minus un is greater than 0. Therefore, we have un plus 1 is greater than un, right? So n plus 1th term is greater than nth term. Therefore, we can say that the sequence is increasing. Now, one more example. Prove that sequence un is equal to n upon n square plus 1 is decreasing. Okay, so here nth term is given, that is n upon n square plus 1. Firstly, we will find un plus 1. So it is n plus 1 upon n plus 1 whole square plus 1. Simplify, so you will get n plus 1 upon n square plus 2n plus 2. Okay, now we will find this un plus 1 minus un. Substitute both the answer and cross multiply and simplify. So you will get un plus 1 minus un is equal to minus n square minus n plus 1 upon n square plus 2n plus 2 into n square plus 1, which is less than 0. So here what we have, un plus 1 minus un is less than 0. Therefore, un plus 1 is less than un. So n plus 1th term is smaller than nth term. Therefore, we can say that sequence is decreasing. Okay, now let's discuss one more topic, that is bounded sequence. So firstly, a sequence un is bounded above if there exists a number m such that this un is less or equal to m for all n greater or equal to 1. Right? Means for all the terms of un is less than this term m. Then we can say that the sequence un is bounded above. Okay, so let's see one example. Here un is given, that is sequence 5 minus n. Okay, so if you will substitute n is equal to 1, so you will get 4. Then n is equal to 2, so you will get 3. N is equal to 3, so you 2 and so on. So up to minus infinite. Okay, so now all the terms of this sequence are less than 4, right? So it is bounded above. Okay, next. A sequence un is bounded below if there exists a number small n such that un is greater or equal to m for all n greater or equals to 1. Okay, so all the terms of un are greater or equal to this m. Then we can say that the sequence is bounded below. Let's see one example. Here un is given sequence n. Okay, so now substitute n is equal to 1. So you will get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and up to infinite. Now all the terms of sequence are greater than this one, right? So we can say that the sequence is bounded below. Now if it is bounded above and below both, then we can say that the sequence un is bounded sequence. Okay, so for example un is 1 upon n. Okay, just substitute n is equal to 1. So you will get 1, 1 by 2, 1 by 3, 1 by 4 and so on. And if n tends to infinite, so 1 upon infinite, it will be 0, right? So now here we have two terms, 1 and 0. Okay, so we can write as this un, all the terms of un lies between 0 and 1, right? So 0 is bounded below term and 1 is bounded above term. Therefore, we can say that the sequence un is bounded sequence. Okay, now if sequence is bounded and it is monotonic, means either it is increasing or decreasing, then we can say that the sequence is convergent. Okay, so we will solve few examples based on this theorem. First example is prove that sequence un is equal to 2n minus 3 upon 3n plus 4 is monotonic. And we have to check that whether it is convergent or not. So firstly, let's check whether it is monotonic or not. Okay, so here un is given, that is 2n minus 3 upon 3n plus 4. So firstly, we will find un plus 1. So in place of n, we have to write n plus 1 and simplify. So you will get 2n minus 1 upon 3n plus 7. Okay, now to check monotonic, so what we have to do? Un plus 1 minus un, substitute both the answer, cross multiply, simplify, so you will get 7 upon 3n plus 4 into 3n plus 7, which is greater than 0. Here what we have, un plus 1 minus un is greater than 0. Therefore this un plus 1 is greater than un. Okay, so n plus 1th term is greater than nth term. Therefore sequence is increasing, and also all the terms of un will lie between -1 to 1. You can verify this by substituting the values of n. Okay, so we can say that this sequence is increasing and it is also bounded. Therefore, by the theorem, we can say that this sequence is convergent. Okay, now one more example. Show that the sequence un whose nth term is un is equal to 1 plus 1 upon 3 plus 1 upon 3 square plus 1 plus 1 upon 3 raised to n is monotonic increasing, and we have to check whether it is convergent or not. Okay, so let's begin with the solution. Here un is given 1 plus 1 upon 3 plus 1 upon 3 square plus so on up to 1 upon 3 raised to n. Now we will find un plus 1. So it is 1 plus 1 upon 3 plus 1 upon 3 square so on, plus up to so on plus 1 upon 3 raised to n plus this n plus 1th term, that is 1 upon 3 raised to n plus 1. Okay, now we will find un plus 1 minus un. So if you will subtract these two terms, what will remain is 1 upon 3 raised to n plus 1, okay, which is greater than 0. So here what we have, un plus 1 is greater than un. So n plus 1th term is greater than nth term. Therefore, this sequence is increasing. Right? Now, we will check whether it is bounded or not. So for that, firstly write down the un, that is 1 plus 1 upon 3 plus 1 upon 3 square plus and so on plus up to 1 upon 3 raised to n. Now as you can see, this is a geometric series. Okay, so where the first term a, that is 1, and r is 1 upon 3 common ratio. Okay, so what is the sum formula? A into 1 minus r raised to n upon 1 minus r. Okay, so we will apply this formula. So you will get 1 into 1 minus 1 upon 3 raised to n upon 1 minus 1 upon 3. Okay, now firstly we will simplify this. So you will get 3 by 2 into 1 minus 1 upon 3 raised to n. Okay, and now we know that limit n tends to infinite, 1 upon 3 raised to n is equal to 0. So this term will be 0. So what will remain is 3 by 2. So this un is less than 3 by 2. Okay, so means it is bounded above by 3 by 2, right? So our given sequence is monotonic increasing and it is bounded above, right? Therefore, we can say that it is convergent. Okay, now we will discuss one more topic, that is sandwich theorem. So the statement is, let un, vn and wn be three sequences such that this un less or equal to vn less or equal to wn for all n. Okay, so the terms of un, vn and wn are arranged in this manner. Okay, then if this limit un and this limit n tends to infinite wn, this both the limit is L, then limit n tends to infinite Vn will also be L. Okay, so if this limit n tends to infinite Un is equal to L, and if limit n tends to infinite Wn is equal to L, means both the limit are same, then this limit n tends to infinite Vn will also be equals to L. Okay, now let's begin with the example. So discuss the convergence of a sequence un equals to n factorial upon n raised to n. Okay, so let's begin with the solution. Firstly, here find u1. Okay, so in place of n just substitute 1. So you will get u1, that is 1. Then u2, that is 2 factorial upon 2 square. So 2 factorial you can write as 1 into 2 upon 2 square you can write as 2 into 2. Then u3, that is 3 factorial upon 3 cube. Okay, so we can write like this, that is 1, 2, 3 upon 3 into 3 into 3, right? And so the nth term will be 1 into 2 into 3 up to n, and in the denominator we have n times. Okay, next we will rewrite this un expression as 1 upon n. This 1 upon n we have taken outside, and in the bracket 2 into 3 up to n upon n times n. Okay, next. Now notice that this expression in the bracket is at most 1. Its answer is at most 1 because this numerator is less than or equal to denominator, right? So we can say that this un will lie between 0 and 1 upon n. Okay, so what we need to do is we'll find this limit that is already 0 and we will find this limit. Okay, so now we know that limit n tends to infinite, 1 upon n is equal to 0. Okay, so this limit tends to 0, this is already 0. So by Sandwich theorem we can say that this limit n tends to infinite un is also equal to 0. Okay, and this limit is 0 means it is a finite number, so we can say that this sequence is convergent. Okay, next example. Discuss the convergence of a sequence un is equal to sin n upon n. Okay, so here un is given, that is sin n upon n. So we know the sin n lies between -1 to 1. Okay, now we will divide it by n. So you will get -1 upon n less or equal to sin n upon n less or equal to 1 upon n. Now we will find the limit of this term and this term. So we know that this limit n tends to infinite, -1 upon n is equal to 0, and the limit n tends to infinite, 1 upon n is also equal to 0. Okay, so both the limits are 0, so the limit of n tends to infinite sin n upon n is also equal to 0 by Sandwich theorem. Okay, also it is a finite number, therefore we can say that this sequence is convergent. Let's discuss one more example. So discuss the convergence of a sequence un, that is cos square n upon n. Okay, so here un is given, that is cos square n upon n. Now we know the cos square n, it lies between 0 to 1. Here we are considering cos square n function, so here we have 0 to 1. Now just divide it by n. So right, this will be 0 less or equal to cos square n upon n less or equal to 1 upon n. Okay, now this limit is 0 and we will find this limit which is also equal to 0. Okay, so these both the limits are 0. So by Sandwich theorem we can say that limit n tends to infinite, cos square n upon n is also equal to 0. Again it is a finite answer, therefore the sequence is convergent sequence. Okay, so what we have discussed in all, that monotonic, increasing sequence and monotonic decreasing sequence, right? So for that what we have to do, we have to find this un plus 1 minus un. Okay, so if this is greater than 0, that is un plus 1 is greater than un, means n plus 1th term is greater than nth term. Therefore we can say that the sequence is increasing sequence. And if this un plus 1 minus un is less than 0, that is this n plus 1th term is less than this nth term, so we can say that this sequence is decreasing sequence. Okay, and then we studied bounded above. Okay, so if we have capital M such that all the terms of un is less or equal to this capital M, then we can say that the sequence is bounded above. Or if we have small m such that all the terms of un, right, these are greater or equal to this m, then we can say that the sequence is bounded below, right? And if the sequence is bounded above and bounded below, then we can say that such sequence is bounded sequence. Okay, and if the sequence is bounded and it is monotonic, then the sequence will be convergent. Okay, next we discussed Sandwich theorem. Okay, so in that, suppose we have three sequences un, vn and wn. Okay, and if this satisfy this condition for all n greater or equals to 1. Okay, and if limit n tends to infinite un is equals to limit n tends to infinite wn and this equals to l, then we can say that limit n tends to infinite, this vn will also be equals to l. Okay, so that's all we studied in today's session. I hope you have understood. Thank you for watching.